Wilderness survival preparation tips. Before you begin your trip into the wilderness, there are some basic skills you must learn. There are 4 basic needs that must be met to survive. Warmth, water, sleep and food must be provided for wilderness survival. It can be very challenging to maintain body warmth at night in some areas. Even deserts which are very hot in the day can fall to freezing point at night. You should be well prepared for any trip or situation that may have you in a cold area. The human body has a very narrow temperature range. You must maintain your temperature in that range for survival. Water makes up the majority of the human body. Although you can survive for a day or 2 without water, you should not wait until you are out of water before you start looking. A lack of sleep can greatly affect your cognitive ability. You may experience hallucinations and be unable to make a rational decision as to your wilderness survival. Humans can go without food for a couple of weeks. Food may not be your first priority, but considering that you are using many calories on your trek, you will need an adequate amount of food to maintain your stability. Wilderness survival requires a great deal of preparedness. You need to prepare for the worst-case scenario and hope it doesn't happen. Be sure you have the right gear with you. Learn what would be the proper equipment for your trip. Your requirements for a week-long backpacking trip will vary greatly from a day trip on the trails. You have to be prepared. Carry a map of the area with you. Study the land before you see it. Refresh your navigation skills and have the skills necessary for using a map and a good compass. Relying on your phone or satellite navigation system is not wise. Helpful? Yes. However, map reading skills can better help with local terrain and understanding of your best route. Wilderness survival is your main concern. By learning the lay of the land before you leave, your adventure will be a lot more enjoyable. Never go out on a trip without letting someone know where you are going. They need to know your route, your destination and the expected return time. There are services that will call family and/or friends if you do not return on schedule or within a reasonable time frame. It is much easier to survive in good weather. Before you leave on your trip, check with the local weather forecast online or at least watch the predictions on the evening news the night before. If you are choosing to go into the wild in winter, be sure you are prepared and have brushed up on winter survival skills. To prepare yourself, you might also take survival courses and learn what you need to do to make your trip an enjoyable one. Your preparation can save your life, and the more you learn, the better your chances for survival will be. Hiking or backpacking in winter in cold climates is not the best idea for a novice heading into the woods. Also, it is best to take a few daytime backpacking trips before you venture into the week-long variety of survival treks. Don't stop learning about survival procedures. Practice your skills as often as you can before you take the trip out to the wild. It is important to remember that the responsibility for wilderness survival is ultimately that of the traveler. Thanks for watching. Subscribe now so you don't miss out on other valuable life-saving tips. Be prepared. Always have a go bag ready. I have several. One in the trunk of my car, one at work and one at home. Be prepared to survive.